Let's keep it off the books. Not a secret. It's off the books. Joey Jugs.
Okay, we are back. Computer crashed. I don't know. I'm just not that good with this yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. And I definitely think that this was completely my computer doing it. But today we are going to be covering something called WitchTok. Super interesting because if you haven't heard, the quickest and most popular religion in young women today, it's witchcraft. Interesting, right? So a lot of young women today, it's the most popular in America. That's the most popular religion in young women. And on the flip side, the most popular religion in young men, it's traditional Christianity, such as Orthodoxy or Orthodoxy or Catholicism. And I just find it really interesting. So I went to TikTok and I put a hashtag in called WitchTok. And the whole feed was inundated with the most ridiculous nonsense of young women practicing witchcraft, all types of things, blood rituals and white magic, black magic, curses, hexes. But I thought maybe you guys would want to watch along with me. I got some awesome videos I'd love for you guys to kind of cover with me. So let's get into it. Look at this woman. Look at this woman and her eyes. Her eyes. Is this the right one? Let me see. Video capture display. Let's play this. Let's go. I'm going to make sure that you guys can hear her. There it is.
White magic, like Kundalini Yoga. Black magic, like, I think Ifa is kind of like black magic, but not associated at all with Africa. But there's quite a lot of like control spells and stuff in there. And then red magic, which is blood magic.
Bring it to the top.
Why are you the strongest witch in North America?
Because
strongest witch. This is the strongest witch in North America.
Have become experts in either white magic, like Kundalini Yoga, black magic, like, I think Ifa is kind of like black magic, but not associated at all with Africa. But there's quite a lot of like control spells and stuff in there.
Thanks for.
And then red magic, which is blood magic. Ooh. Now, I'm an expert in all three.
And remember, we're going to get into a lot of the blood magic, and it's absolutely some of the most disgusting nonsense that you'll ever see. So this is the most powerful witch in North America.
Of these things, which represent the triangle in this magical formula. Once you get all three and you surrender those, then you get access to big magic, hardcore magic.
Big magic.
Now,
you do this.
When you are working with one of those wands, white, black, or red,
big magic,
you can help people bend the will of the gods to them, which is, works, but not forever. But when you understand all three, you can bend people to the will of the gods. So because of that and because of who I work for.
And remember what this is all about. What I've learned is it's all about control. It's all about like revenge and control, like taking control away from other people, like making them, giving a love spell and making them love you, like that kind of stuff.
There is no place my magic does not go. There is nothing my magic does not do. And no matter what the problem is, in the moment, I could have access to how to heal that. So a good example of this is like in Twin Peaks, there's the White Lodge and the Black Lodge.
You get what I'm saying? So her whole religion's based around Twin Peaks.
But they both
which was a let's be honest, super overrated. Super overrated. Twin Peaks was trash.
Be in the red room. This is an example of how there's two more commonly known types of magic, white and black, but that night
seems pretty racist.
Neither of them can achieve anything without red magic. That's just a more mainstream interpretation of how the three types of magic all work together. So
thanks for letting us know.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us know. Now look at her eyes real quick. Look at her face. Look at her face. It's like there's like no matter what her smile is, there's no no soul behind those eyes. I turned off the music to this one. This is gonna be really fast. This is the reason why this dude dressed up as a woman. This is the reason why other witches don't like him. He's into cross-dressing, wearing do-rags, like dressing like a pirate of some sort. He's pro-animal sacrifice. Offering Medusa human blood, men ship your blood to him. Putting spirits in jars, feeding off men's souls, teaching beginners how to hex. Those are just a few things that this guy's into. You invite him over? Oh man, here's another one. This one's really awesome because they all have the same eyes. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that are like, I can save her. No, you can't. No, you can't. You will burn. You will burn with her. Do not try it.
In one way or another, do you need help with romance, money, healing, revenge, etc.?
Like I said, it's crazy. It's like pretty much about revenge. Revenge against men mostly, but it's all about control and revenge. I didn't know this. When I watched Harry Potter, I thought it was like Hava Managa or whatever, and they're just like battling each other. You know what I mean? I did not know it was purely about revenge. Like I did not know that the reason why Harry joined Hogwarts is just I need to get revenge. I need to get revenge against all the patriarchy. I didn't know that.
Etc. Well, have you considered hiring a witch? Maybe a witch who has autism and really...
I thought, don't all witches have autism? Like, for real, if you take this stuff seriously, wouldn't that necessarily be, like, maybe you're most likely autistic?
Cute black pigtails and is staring right at you. Hello,
This is an adult woman talking like this, too.
Internet. My name is Sophie, and I am a professional witch. Is your boo not
Professional witch, what she means is she has an Etsy page. That's all.
acting right? Have you unfortunately fallen in love with an avoidant piece of human trash? Do you need
I'm dead serious. All about revenge.
some deep healing work done? Do you need some glamour work or a major glow up? Do you need someone from your past who hurt you to suffer in the worst way possible? Well, I can help you with any and all of these things. I'm a very versatile magic practitioner. And you may be saying, Sophie, is magic even real?
None of us are saying that. Nobody watching this is saying, Sophie, is magic real? Nobody's thinking that. Look at her. Nobody's thinking that at all.
Why would I hire a witch? Well,
because I'm autistic. That's why I would hire a witch, because I'm autistic.
Everything else you're doing clearly hasn't been fucking working, so you might as well try anything at this point. If you book now, you can get a free judgmental look of disdain.
And they always got cats. It's always SSRIs, cats. They love cats.
From one of my cats. See you in the casting room.
See you in the casting room? What? See you on the casting couch. Look at this one. This one's crazy. This is the energy. This is the energy we're getting right here. Hold on. Oh, one more time. The first time I hit flow state with my tarot reading. Dumb. Super dumb. Super, super dumb. What's next? Another one with the 1,000 cock stare. You know what I mean? The death beat. Nothing but soullessness behind the eyes. And she's going to break down hexing. And it says hexing and yap. Yes, there's going to be a lot of woman prattle based on nonsense. So let's go.
About there's been a conversation going on and off on like WitchTok and Instagram that can hexing be a form of healing? And the answer is yes.
No, it can't be. Because it's dumb and not real.
Let me kind of explain. But also, however, if you are somebody that naturally knows how to emotionally detach from things, keep yourself grounded and center, then yeah, your hexes are probably going to be very powerful. Hexing can be an extreme form of healing for you. And this part may vary. Sometimes going into a spell emotionally, yes, it could work. It could do wonders, but sometimes it could flop. And this is where I'm about to explain that part. Hexing can be a form of healing. However, if you are somebody that has a hard time emotionally detaching from certain things or certain people, then that's where shadow work is extremely important. And that's where only you personally, and you can answer those questions for yourself of like, you know, why do you hold on to certain emotions? Why this? Why that? Etc.
Why do you hold on certain emotions? It's because you're autistic.
And let's just use an example. Like the common one we hex the most is probably an ex. So let's just.
You get what I'm saying, guys? It's always goes back to this revenge thing. What do we do mostly with hexing and witchcraft is we hex our exes. These are all bitter, angry women that hate men. They all hate men.
Just use an ex.
So that next date you go on when she's like, "What's your sign?" Bounce. Jump out the car while it's going. If you're in a car with a witch, kick her right out. Boom. Soon as she's like, "What's your sign?" Just open up the door and tell her to get out while you're driving. Yo.
For example, because we all have had that one fuck that has done us the dirtiest, right? Okay,
It's always about revenge. I'm telling you, these are just the most bitter women on the planet.
Let's just say your person cheated on you. You're devastated. You're obviously upset. You're probably panicking.
They cheated on you because you're a witch. They cheated on you because you're playing with rocks and thinking that it's real. You're playing Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon cards thinking this is real. You get what I'm saying? That's why they cheated on you. I'm not like for infidelity, but I'm telling you, if I walked in and my girlfriend's doing a money spell, I'm finding the nearest chick that's not doing that. Yeah.
You're puking, crying, throwing up. And the first thing that probably hits your brain is they're done. They're over with. I'm going to the altar and I'm going to do something about it.
You hear what I'm saying? They're going to the altar. While men are going to the Christian altar to find like to find some salvation and to repent and look inward, these women are going to the altar to hex and curse to hex and curse people.
You don't want them back, but you want to do something about that. And man, I get it. I've done it before. We've all been guilty for it. And sometimes, again, it can.
We've all been guilty of it. We've all done it before. We've all been guilty of just hexing our exes.
Work and it can benefit you. But however, I hear this the most, especially from beginner witches. Well, I try to hex them, or I try to hex this and it didn't work, or, it backfired. Let me explain that.
It backfired because it's witchcraft.
Let's go back to the example of an ex. Okay, your ex cheated on you. You did not see this coming. This person was a dream come true from start to finish. And what? You're devastated. You're heartbroken. You're puking, crying, throwing up. You cannot believe this, and you are filling up with anger. You want to cook him like a beef stew. And kudos to you, sis. Now, while you may be an angry person, they're done, I'm going to get them, you still love them. And that's where shadow work has to take place, because what are you masking?
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Remember, men, if you're out here and you do your girls dirty, they can go to the altar and hex you. It's possible in 2026. There's more witches right now than in the time that we thought witches were popular. You remember talking about, like, burn the witch? There's more witches now than then.
What emotions are you truly holding on to instead of just anger? Because sometimes when we go into a spell unintentionally, and with all due respect, if you're not familiar with hexes, you don't know what you're doing, it could be sloppy. And if you're just throwing random stuff in, and then when the spell doesn't work, then what do? You get into an obsessive hyperfixation mode. You think the universe is against you. You think Apollo's against you. You think
Apollo's against you. You think Poseidon's against you. You think Hagrid's against you.
Aphrodite hates you. You think his mom is trying to get you, when in reality, you don't know how to control your own emotions. And that's why sometimes we preach that shadow work is extremely important.
It is. Shadow work is really important. Shadow work is when you do these hand signs and you're fighting the Akatsuki and you do this and your shadow starts attacking people. That's shadow work. So it's really, really important.
I am not going to say stop hex him or don't. That is between you and whatever's next to you. But harness your rage. This is my personal advice.
You hear what I'm saying? Harness your rage, ladies. Harness your rage and hex them all. Every ex that did you dirty, hex them. Harness your rage. Harness it.
If you are somebody that does struggle with that, because again, I get it. Go to your altars over there. Lilith is over there. Hekate's over there.
Akatsuki. Did you say Lilith is in the corner? No, Lilith is not in your corner. That's a cat. That's a litter box in the corner.
Right. Don't pick up no candle. Don't be picking up no herb. Don't be boiling anything. Talk to them. Tell them what happened, especially if you do deity work. My advice is let it out. Let what you're going through go into a safe area. You're not, scaring your family.
Go into a safe area. Go into the basement and you start screaming at the wall about how Poseidon's not listening to you. Your mom's like, Sarah has lost her mind. She's downstairs screaming, lighting candles and screaming at the wall.
Scream, let it all out, write it down, whatever it takes, again, safely for yourself to release those emotions. Because for one, I'm not going to promise you deities will take care of it for you, but that's sometimes where
I promise you the lowercase deities will not take care of it for you. Not at all.
Again, dissecting and shadow work kind of comes in. Then when you feel like you're ready and you're at that, my advice is
just to grab some crystals, put them in the moonlight, right? Let them charge up with some moon magic, right? And then charge them up. And then when your boyfriend cheats on you, throw it in his face and they'll explode in his face.
Again, if you are a person that sometimes leads too much with emotion, especially in hexing, that is something maybe practice on is, again, do the classic, go cry to your altars first, and then do something about it once
cry to your altars.
Get through those layers.
That's what I'm going to say next time a witch is around me and she's offended. I'm going to say, go cry to your altars. Go cry to your altars, bitch. Go cry to your altars. We don't care over here. Go cry to your altars, yo.
And it's hard. It's not easy. But I just wanted to bring that up because I hear that a lot, again, from beginners. Well, I hex this person. I guess they don't love me, or I guess I'm a terrible witch, or I don't know.
You're all of those things. They don't love you. You're a terrible witch, and you suck at life, and you're autistic.
As bad as it sounds, look how you are reacting in your mundane. And also, too, the whole point of hexing, too, is releasing. That's where it can be healing for some of you, because it is true releasing. When you're constantly stalking their social medias, wondering if their car's blown up, I'm sorry, you look crazy.
You hear this? She's saying the quiet part out loud. There's witches that are stalking their ex's Instagram pages like, oh, he didn't die today? He didn't die? Oh my God, let me go to my altar again. Like, what?
You don't look like somebody that's centered. Trust in your power.
Does this lady look like she's centered?
That's the beautiful part of hexing. But that's just my take on this, babies. I hope you have a good night.
Oh, dude, that's scary. She could have had kids. She could have been a good mom. Instead, she's talking about going to your altar and praying to Poseidon and Hagrid the Horrible. What's this lady talking about?
Harm to the baby.
What?
Many of these herbs are also ones that when you...
Sorry, guys. Give me more.
This has to do with orally ingesting the herbs. When you're taking a spiritual bath, there's not enough that's going to get into your bloodstream.
She's talking about if you're preggers do this witchcraft and take these herbs in order to kill the unborn in your belly. This is what witchcraft is. Hexing your boyfriends, killing the unborn.
To do harm to the baby. Many of these herbs are also ones that, when used correctly, like in my book,
her book,
can cause an unpregnancy.
See?
But you would have to consume
one more
a
time.
lot.
Let me see those eyes. Let me see those eyes one more time. Go back to those eyes.
You would have to consume a lot deliberately. An unpregnancy.
Right here.
But you would have to consume a lot deliberately. But here you go anyway.
There you go. Look at this. Let's give you
Do do
see
do
this?
do do.
Let's give you a list of all the herbs you can take in order to do this at home.
Do 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 do.
Oh. This is a long list of what to take. This is a long list of what you can do to mark the unborn in your belly. Okay, well, I'm done with this lady. Is she has anything else to say? Okay, I'm done. It's just more. It's just a giant long list of what witchcraft and herbs you can take in order to delete the unborn. Let's get into some other wild nonsense.
What anyone else says. If you have a womb and you are a witch, you should be using your period blood in your glamour, your
You should use your what?
self-love, self-obsession spells. Okay? You should be doing it. Even your money spells, too. Okay? Because that is potent creation power. Alright? It is not the same as other blood magic. Okay? I don't care what anyone says. Even if you're a baby witch. Alright? And so I'm going to teach you how. Okay, I'm going to show you how I like to gather my period blood and how I use it in my spells, okay? First off, because I just started my period today, so obviously, you know, we're going to make the video. So I just cleaned my disc. Okay, I boiled it because that's how you're meant to clean it, right? I use a disc because, for one, they're putting things in our tampons that are toxic to our body, which is going to make cramps worse, right? And also, I feel like it just makes things worse in general. Just shoving cotton up there, I don't know. It's just not, I just don't like it. I don't know. Yeah. So, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then also,
Gross.
using a pad is, one, annoying for me, and two, hard to collect blood, right? So this is the easiest way to collect blood. This is a disc, by the way. The discs are way better than the cups. I 100% recommend using a disc.
Oh, my stomach.
Okay, this is going to easily collect the blood, and it sits, like, right outside of the cervix. Okay, so, like, right in the little, like, canal where, like, yeah, your cervix is. Okay, so it sits super comfortably. Yeah. Okay, this is not like an ad or anything. I just like them. Okay. And then when it like fills up, and I usually will I can leave this in like all day. So at the end of each day, which I usually have like one good day of my period. Like my period will last like maybe 3 days.
One good day.
Okay, so I usually don't get that much blood from my period. And that's okay. You're not meant to get that much. Okay, but at the end of each day, I will empty it into a clean. This bowl needs to be washed, but into a clean.
It's like a cereal bowl.
Okay.
Ew, Sarah, what are you doing with the cereal bowls? They're all missing. It's like, Mom, don't worry.
Okay, of some kind.
There might be somebody in her her family might be using one of these bowls to eat cereal. Gross.
It will probably be this one, or like a wooden bowl. I suggest glass or wood and not plastic because. Microplastics
might affect your spell.
Just don't know. I just don't like it, okay? But do whatever feels right for you, okay? And then I will leave it in here to dry. I'll usually keep it on Mother Freya's altar because she's the Norse goddess of fertility and love and beauty and all those
and autism.
Things. So I'll keep it on her altar as like a little like offering. Okay, and I'll let it dry because I have used wet period blood in my,
oh my God.
Like spell jars before. It did not go well. I don't recommend doing it. Ugh. Okay? No, it molded. It molded bad.
Oh my God. This is what these women are doing in their rooms by themselves? Burn the witch!
So, no, learn my lesson there. Definitely dry it, okay? Because this is going to make it easier for you to use it in any kind of spell work that you're doing, okay? Once it's dry, you can keep it. Do I have my... I am going to show you my dried blood. So if you're TMI, scroll away, okay, if you don't like it. This is it, okay?
Oh my God,
so
she keeps it. Look, she keeps it in a
just
jar, like a little
shells
keepsake
of blood, right? And I keep it in a little heart jar.
Oh my God.
So I will use this in like spell oils, not like a lot, okay? Not like a ton, just like a little.
She's like, not a lot. I don't use a lot of my dried period blood. I just use a little bit.
Whatever, all right? Because it is the power of creation. It's good for being like a tag lock.
No, it's just old menstrual blood. It's gross, disgusting, nonsense.
Because it tag locks your DNA. So those things, it's like, you know, so that it attaches you to the spell that you're doing. I will like sprinkle it around like my candle. Sometimes I'll dress my candle with it, depending on the spell. Now, I want to preface something, okay? Do not use this when you are trying to attract a person.
No, that's the best advice that she's given the whole time. Do not do this if you're trying to attract a person. If any people in her life find out about this, they're not going to be attracted. They ever find out that you're doing this in your room, they're not going to be attracted. That's it. That's almost a guarantee.
Okay? That is when this becomes like a dangerous kind of like thing to do. Also, don't use your DNA of any kind when you're doing spells on anyone else. Okay? Only use this for yourself. Okay? This is 100% only for you. And I do suggest that you just use it for, like, you know, glamour magic, self-love magic, self-obsession magic, and money magic.
Self-obsession magic.
Okay? Even
money magic. Sitting around being like, yo, you know what? I've been unemployed for a while. I'm having a hard time making it, and, you know, things are really hard right now. Let me dry my period blood and put them into a little jar and light some candles.
Those kinds of spells. Okay, I mean, you can really use it at anything, but do it for yourself, not for anyone else. We're not mixing anyone else, okay? And like, you know, when you're doing any kind of spells, you don't want to be using your own DNA because it is like, it's your tag lock, right? So yeah, those things. Do not use it in any kind of spells that you're doing for anyone else. Last time I'm going to say that, okay? But yeah, it's not scary. It's not supposed to be something that is...
it's not scary. It's disgusting. Nobody's scared of this. I'd be scared if I was in like general proximity of being around a crazy person like this, but nobody's scared of this. But this is absolutely disgusting. My stomach flipped. Ugh.
I feel like periods and menstrual blood and those kinds of things have been made to be like shameful, to disconnect women from their power, to disconnect women from feeling the sacred.
It's just a bodily function that we don't need to talk about. It's gross.
Of your period. Your period is sacred. Okay, and you are actually at optimal manifestation when you are on your period. Okay?
So when women are their absolute nuttiest, right? That's when they're at the best time to manifest.
Can manifest so much easier because
they're manifesting insanity.
So much progesterone? Is that how you say it? I don't know. Progesterone?
She's being scientific.
It's probably not right, but you know what I mean. Okay, the P word one. Okay, there's so much of that in your brain, which literally like creates neuroplasticity in your brain. So then everything that you like say and everything that you like the affirmations that you speak, any kind of magic that you do, your mind is more malleable to receive that energy and to accept it as true and like believe it. You know?
Yes, yeah, I agree that women believe anything. She's right on that too. Women have very pliable minds, and they believe that some of them actually believe that if you dry your period blood up and sprinkle them in candles, that it's anything but disgusting.
I mean, so optimal time for manifestation, and also you can use your own power of creation. And so, yeah, if you want to learn more.
These are the same women that are talking about my period, my menstrual blood. It's powerful every month. It's linked, but having babies? Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't having babies though. We ain't having babies. That's oppression. We ain't having babies. We're going to murder them in utero. But yeah, our period blood. What happened?
about how to work with your menstrual cycle and other times of your cycle for magic. Follow me for more.
No, we're not going to follow you. Fuck this chick. What's this? What are you talking about? Oh, here's more. Here's more people talking about period blood. It seems to be a great topic here. You can save your menstrual blood and use it in bath rituals on a full moon for more.
Whoa! Rock on, freaky bro! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa!
They believe this. This is not a joke. This isn't just a one-off video. If you type this in, if you type in WitchTok and period or blood, that's all this is going to come up. It's going to be thousands of videos of women smearing it on their face and just wiling out with period blood. It's disgusting. What's she talking about? Let's see what she's talking about.
Share something that Hakate's been, I feel like, wanting me to share for a hot minute.
The Akatsuki.
Okay. I wanted to pop in on here and share something that Hakate's been, I feel like, wanting me to share for a hot minute. But it's about blood magic, and I know a lot of people won't make these videos just because it's deemed by many as gross.
It is gross.
But okay.
It is absolutely disgusting. Deemed by a lot of, yes, any normal person will be disgusted by this stuff.
When you have your period, right? Back in the day, they would go to witches who were on their menstrual cycle because they knew they were like heavily psychic at that time. Like
anything but the truth, anything but Christianity, anything about Jesus. They're talking about how women know. They went to these women in the past and
even more than usual.
Throw them in on a pile of wood.
So, I'm here. What I do and have been doing for the past few years,
what's she been doing? Let's see.
Use your menstrual blood. Do it as like almost like a facial.
Ew. Yo. She just said she said use your period blood as a facial.
You put the blood all over your face.
Oh my God.
I usually let it sit for like 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
Because this is going to awaken and heighten your psychic ability if you're having a hard time tapping into them.
Oh.
And as well, I'm 31 and you see my skin is very young.
You hear that? She's saying that she's 31. She has young skin because she rubs period blood on her face. That's so ladies, if you need a new beauty care regimen, you don't have to go to Sephora. You don't got to go to the mall and spend a bunch of money. Just wait for that one time a month and rub your period blood all over your face. That's what she's saying.
And I have acne, but with this as well,
that's probably why you have acne.
It helped my acne.
No.
It helped my
there's no acne. Go to your doctor and say, hey doc, I have a problem with acne, and see if they're going to prescribe you to rub your period blood on your face.
Face stay more young, like the collagen and the tightness in the face. It's also a sacrifice you can offer to your deities as it's part of your body, but the blood within is a natural part of your body, so it holds so much wisdom and power in it.
Gross.
I usually squeeze the tampon into a cup. Yeah, I'm doing this shit unfiltered. I don't really care. I know there's people that are interested and want to hear this. So I just wanted to share that menstrual period blood ritual, you know. Especially when I know a lot of people use blood magic and they have self-harm issues, so which I also struggled with. So this was another thing that I realized that she guided me to that I can use instead of like harming myself, because we know like she don't want us to harm ourselves if it's gonna hurt us or really any spirit.
I wonder why all these witches deal with self-harm issues. Is it maybe because they're all absolutely insane? I wonder why. I wonder why a lot of these witches deal with things like self-harm. Huh. Interesting.
So this is also an alternative route for all of this. So I just wanted to share this with you. I'll probably be back on later for a reading. But
gross. Absolutely gross. You didn't need to share that with anybody. You should have kept that to yourself. All right, let's see what this woman's doing. She looked like she's mentally well too.
Give back to the earth as an offering. Sign your petitions. Make a face mask. You can even taste it. Why not?
Oh my God, disgusting.
Give back to the earth as an...
She just drank it. She just drank it. She just drank it. She just drank it. Absolutely gross.
If you don't want to see shit happen,
what's she talking about? Let's see what she's talking about.
Fast and rapidly in your life, like that job, that money, financial freedom, that house, that car. Please do not do this shit, because this is not a game. This shit really works, and it ain't to be played with.
You hear that, ladies? If you really want to change your life, you want the car, you want the man, you want everything that you're looking for, start playing with your period blood.
And it's called manifesting with your period blood.
Yeah.
Today, I'm going to teach y'all how to call in the shit that you want and to get it fast by just using your period blood. Now, first, what you're going to do is you're going to take a pad, the pad that you have bled on, and you're going to write and no, please do not write on this and then put it on your vagina and bleed on it and then end up with a fucking infection.
This is disgusting. Absolutely insane.
Bleed on it first.
Like, the lack of self-awareness is crazy.
And then write your manifestation, your petition, your wants on the pad. Once you write your manifestations petition on the pad, you see the blood on the pad, then you're going to take some honey and pour the honey on there. While you pouring the honey on there,
what's the honey? What? Get you some honey. Get you some honey.
Make sure you are setting your intentions and saying your affirmations. Then you're going to take some honey. You're going to take the cinnamon and do the same thing. Make sure you are saying your intentions and saying your affirmations. If you don't have cinnamon, you can use sugar to sprinkle on there. Okay?
What else can you use? What else? Sugar? Yeah, what is she? She's making some type of snack. Okay.
Once you are done doing that, you're going to roll the pad up. While you are rolling the pad up, saying your affirmations, saying your petition, and visualizing at the same time, giving thanks. You say things like, I am so grateful that I'm a multi-millionaire. I am so grateful I have financial freedom. I am a money magnet. I am so grateful that everything came into fruition. I am so grateful that I got the love of my life. And my whole point is, whatever it is that you are petitioning or wishing for, give thanks for that as if it already happened. And then once it's done rolling it up, you're going to hold it in your hand. You're going to visualize what it is that you are. You're going to hold it in your hand and you're going to visualize whatever it is that you want as if it already had happened. Then you're going to take the pad and you're going to bury it. Okay? You're going to bury it, or you could just throw it in the garbage. Now, if you're not using a pad, you can also do this by using a paper. And then once you're done with the paper, you're going to burn it and you're going to take it outside in your hand and you're going to blow it out to the universe. Okay? I also recommend, while doing this, having a candle burning. If you're doing it for money, have a green candle. If you're doing it for love, have a red candle. If you're doing it for self-love, have a pink candle. If you're doing it for abundance, have a yellow candle. And remember, the power is within you. If it worked for me, it will work for you. And I would never DM or reach out to you first about no readings or followers. And if you want to purchase my spiritual product, the link is in the bio. You can also book a one-on-one private session with me from my website. The link is in the bio. Toodaloo. Now, I'm here to give y'all.
Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm a businessman. I gotta take these calls every now and then. What'd you guys think? What do you think? You think she's manifesting a rap career? Oh man, you can already tell that this face right here, This has crazy written all over it. What's she talking about?
Stage. Today, I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to do the strongest magic known to mankind.
What is it? What is it?
At first...
Oh, man, one more time. What was that? Let me see that giggle.
Say to yourself,
that giggle was crazy.
The strongest magic known to mankind. At first, you're going to say to yourself, this bitch is a witch. Second,
no.
You're going to say to yourself, this shit is crazy. It won't work. Try it for yourself. Are you ready? For this binding spell, you're going to need 3 things. A piece of paper, a pen, and your vagina. First, what you're going to do is
what
rip
is
off
this?
all the...
That's all witchcraft is so far. All witchcraft is revenge on men, hexing them, a smortion, and playing with your period blood.
Corners of the paper. Make sure you leave enough room so you can write on it. Second step, you're gonna write your name into the center. Third step, write things you want connected to your name that you want to gain when somebody talks shit about you. Money, peace, happiness, growth, success,
sanity. Just put
love.
sanity. Put sanity on there.
It should look a lot like this.
Why doesn't any of it say sanity? Because that's what this woman really needs.
Once you have that, here's where your comes into play. I'll be right back.
Oh my God.
I'm back. Once you've colored your piece of paper, and be sure to color it, you're now going to fold it towards you. Whatever I wrote on this piece of paper, it'll come to me whenever somebody breaths my name. Sage. Obviously, you're gonna say your own name. We're gonna keep this in a safe space. In a box, a pouch, and watch the blessings roll in.
Those aren't blessings.
Especially money. I hope this was very informational for you. If you do it...
Those aren't blessings. Those were not blessings. If you do that, you're not going to be getting back what you think. What's this person talking about? How do you use your period blood for manifestations and setting... Why? What is this?
Easy. I promise you, it's like the easiest thing. But at the same time, it's really powerful. And you shouldn't really use it to manifest a person unless you are really advanced doing spell work. But to keep it simple, to work with your menstrual blood, all you have to do is write on your pad your manifestations and your intentions, and make sure you keep it short and direct.
All right, I got a lot. Okay, you guys are getting the point that these women are just sitting around playing with their period blood. More of them. More.
Fluids for witchcraft. Now let's start with your pee.
Oh, never mind. This chick's not talking about just period blood. Now she's talking about playing with your pee.
Your bodily fluids for witchcraft. Now let's start with your pee.
Let's start with your pee.
First piss of the morning. You can put it in a protection ward jar that you have for yourself in the house. If you're doing witchcraft and spell work, you need to have a protection ward jar. You should have one anyway, because people be on some fuck shit. You can also use it for domination work. That one coworker that won't stop talking shit, write their name on a piece of paper and piss on that bitch.
That one coworker that just won't stop talking shit. Write her name and put it in a jar and then just piss on it. Yo, you hear the spawn? Yo, that's crazy.
Use it for domination work. That one coworker that won't stop talking shit, write their name on a piece of paper and piss on that bitch.
Oh my.
You could even put that piece of paper in your shoe, or write their name on the bottom of your foot. If you get pulled over by the police and you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, piss on yourself.
Oh my God. If you get pulled over by the police, just piss on yourself.
Yes, it works. What? Now you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, piss on yourself. Yes, it works.
Oh my.
Now your period blood, save that shit. I like to use my period blood when I need quick money, or for domination work, protection work, or to curse a motherfucker.
It's all about cursing people. It's all about cursing. It's all about cursing. It's all about revenge. It's never ever. Why is it never good? Why isn't it ever about repentance, salvation? You know what I mean? Like sacrifice. It's always personal revenge and playing with your period blood or apparently your pee.
Period blood speeds up the results of the spell work, and it also makes it more powerful. Now spit. You can also use that for baneful magic. You put that one motherfucker in a lemon and put it in the freezer. Spit on their name before you put them in the lemon. You put somebody in a sour jar, spit in the jar, and then yell at it.
Yo.
Even shit.
What's Sarah doing right now? I don't know. Something's wrong with her. She's sitting there in the kitchen yelling into a jar and spitting into it.
Now, I be using my dog's shit, but
what?
I've used my own before. If somebody's that problematic.
Wait, what did she just say? She's playing with her poop now, too?
My dog's shit, but
oh my god.
I've used my own.
Yeah, one more time. Sorry, guys.
Spit in the jar and then yell at it. Even shit.
Even
now,
shit.
I be using my dog's shit, but I've used my own before.
What?
If somebody's that problematic, write their name on a piece of paper, put it in the toilet, and shit on them. Literally. Shit on their whole life.
Oh my.
Put their name on a napkin and wipe your ass with it. Listen, your bodily fluids are free, and some of y'all not using your free will enough. Let's.
Okay. On to the next one. I hope it's not about period blood. Okay, it definitely is. Which tip of the day? Use your blood as lipstick. Oh my. Okay, never mind. I'm going to the next one. Okay, now this is crazy too. This is some kind of ritual, and little children are involved. So not only are these women for abortion, playing with period blood and all this, but the kids that do exist, that they don't abort, they indoctrinate them to do witchcraft too.
My womb is blessed, and so is my life.
My womb is blessed, and so is my life.
My womb is bright, and so is my life.
My womb is bright, and so is my life.
I'm telling you, man, and you should do your research. All that stuff where people just burned women, they thought they were witches and they really weren't. That's not true. Actually, if you do your research, a lot of them were into witchcraft. A lot of them were into abortion. The first witches were where everybody went to get aborted, and that was at the time when abortion was full-blown illegal. That's the reason why a lot of these chicks got thrown on piles of wood. But imagine you being a man. Imagine you're the father, and you don't know this stuff is going on, and you walk into your house, and this is what your wife's doing with your children.
My womb is natural, and so is my life.
My womb is natural, and so is my life.
My womb is liberated, and so is my life.
My womb is liberated, and so is my life.
My womb is full of energy, and so is my life.
My womb is...
Okay, you get the point. You get the point. Where are the men at? Where are the men? So you know how it goes. Are you going to talk about this again? I feel like this is another.
Look out of here, scroll on, because you do not even want to hear what I'm about to say. Okay, now that I have all the ladies in the chat, whenever you're about to pee, like literally about to pee, you're gonna push.
Okay, I'm done with the period blood stuff, dude. I'm getting sick. What's she talking about?
Which is cool, but one thing I do hate is that, like, we're so spiritually connected, we be knowing way too much sometimes.
We be knowing so much. She doesn't even know how to talk. She knows so much, but what she doesn't know is like proper English.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, being a witch is cool, but one thing I do hate is that, like, we're so spiritually connected, we be knowing way too much sometimes.
One thing that you don't know about is the local library.
And it's crazy because when we're dealing with people, like, people will deadass be so fake to you. They will smile in your face knowing that they were talking shit about you behind your back.
Everybody's talking shit behind your back. If they know you're doing this stuff, they know you're playing with period blood and doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, they're not going to tell you to your face because they think you're crazy. But yes, behind their back, they're like, yo, Sarah's insane. She sits in her room and she poops into jars and stuff.
People will deadass lie straight to your face, and they will continue to do it because they know you don't have physical proof to show that they're being fake. You don't have physical proof to show that they're lying. So even if you sit there and you say, well, you know, I know for a fact that you was talking shit. Like, I don't care how much you smile in my face. I know for a fact you was talking shit. They're going to look at you like you're crazy because you're going to say, oh, well, crazy. I could just...
You are crazy. They're looking at you like you're crazy because you are crazy because they know you're playing with your period blood and aborting babies and stuff.
Feel it. Oh, it was in my dream. But it's like, no, like, the spiritual proof is enough. It's enough.
That's all you need is spiritual proof. You just need...
It's actually more than enough. It's actually more powerful than the physical proof. But it's like living in a world full of people who are not spiritually connected as a witch. To them, The spiritual proof is crazy, and the physical proof is all they need for them to start telling the truth to you, for real. So it's like, you really gotta play dumb with niggas, for real. Like, you gotta be in front of the motherfuckers you know who are fake to you, and you just have to play dumb, because if you try to confront them on it, they're gonna make you out to be crazy, because it's like, bitch, you're making shit up in your head. Like, you had a dream about me talking shit, so now you think I was talking. Yes.
That's for real. She's going off right now about having a dream about somebody talking shit on her. She's like, yeah, I know it's true. Like,
bitch, you were. And you know you was. Like, fuck, we both know you lying right now, but I don't have the physical proof to prove it. So now you're gonna keep fucking lying to my face, and now I have to play dumb so I don't look crazy.
You are crazy. You are crazy. You're a crazy person. What's this bird talk about?
Talk about a time where I had to cleanse a client, okay? So the reason why I tell you guys to be careful when it comes down to you guys doing left-handed work, dark magic, whatever you want to call it, witchcraft, right? I had a client that came to me, and in the reading we discovered that this particular enemy was doing a death spell on her, right? Now, you could say, well,
now we got witches battling. We got witches battling each other. You know what I mean? This is really
because the client is still alive.
This is really Harry Potter in here.
However, once we cleared her and cleansed her down really well and removed the witchcraft, guess what? That energy.
I wonder how they cleansed each other. Hopefully it wasn't what these other chicks were just doing.
Has to go somewhere. So a lot of times you guys be so quick to do return to senders when you don't necessarily have to. So with this particular client, once I cleansed her down, we layered our protection. The lady that was throwing magic on my client, mom passed away. Okay. So with that being said, whenever you're doing stuff to harm somebody or to bring death about them, whenever you decide that you're going to play God and take matters into your own hands, you need to think about the consequences of it. Because if that
it's all about vengeance and
person
control.
Goes and seek help and they cleanse them down, and if they decide to do a return to sender, you don't know if that stuff is going to hit you or hit the people that are around you that you so care about. Okay. Moral of the story, if you feel...
Moral of the story, we have no actual morals. Next one. What's this?
Onto my page and left multiple comments under one of my videos talking about how all I do is complain about mundane, stupid shit.
I guarantee it's true. I guarantee all this retard does is complain about mundane and stupid shit. Guaranteed.
Lilith devotee who came onto my page and left multiple comments under one of my videos talking about how all I do is complain about mundane, stupid shit, and I don't know why you don't like it when men talk to you. And
she's lying. Men don't talk to you. No, men avoid you at all costs.
Nowhere did I ever say that, but like, let's just pretend I said that. As someone who is feminine, I have every right to dislike it when men...
This is what femininity is? This is feminine. This is
feminine.
Would you guys mark her as feminine? I'd mark her as an insane person.
Every right to dislike it when men talk over me, sexualize my body, and come into my workplace and make me feel uncomfortable. I don't know what the obsession is with men being like, I worship Lilith, and then simultaneously being the most hater-ass bitches I've ever seen. But guess what, dipshit? I do have a blog. It's called TikTok. And you know what's funny? When I went on this man's account, guess what? Meanwhile, this man is following my account, and I'm like, why the fuck do you follow me then if you don't like it?
To make fun of you. That's why we follow you. Everybody give this person a follow. Son of Sun Gods? I think that's the name. Follow this person to make fun of them.
When I speak out against patriarchy and the difficulties I have as a feminine individual.
I'm telling you, that's all it's about. It's about vengeance and hate of men. That's all they talk about is patriarchy. Like, where did patriarchy touch you today?
In general, I'm a lesbian. I don't like it when...
Who would have thought? Who would have thought you're a lesbian? What?
Men come into my shop and try to flirt with me and one-up me in conversations, buy nothing, and then leave. He also, for some reason, got really mad about the fact that I complained about my quote-unquote...
W men. All you men that do that, yo, W for you, yo. Next time you see her in public, man, mansplain to her, talk over her, literally don't, like, for real. Do everything but hold a door.
Minimum wage job. This is my family's business. Of course I take it seriously because my family loves me and I take it seriously. Getting mad at women and femmes for speaking out against patriarchy and speaking out against how tired we are being spoken over while simultaneously following women and femmes and worshiping Lilith is fucking nuts. So I had a male Lilith devotee who came onto my page and left multiple—
All right, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's go to the next one. What are they talking about here?
Or your legal name for your spell work. Here is my personal opinion. Other practitioners might have different ones, but I would either use your chosen name because that's the one that you align with, that's the one that you resonate with.
Wait a minute, what?
Or you could even use both.
Oh, now we're getting into transgenderism witches. Transgender witches.
If you're doing spell work as a trans person, should you be using your chosen name or your legal name for your spell work?
That's so confusing. They're confused. Like, oh, when I do a spell, should I use my dead name, the one I was born with, or should I use my new name that I created?
Here is my personal opinion. Other practitioners might have different ones, but I would either use your chosen name because that's the one that you align with, that's the one that you resonate with, or you could even use both. You could literally write both in your petition, in whatever spells you're doing, on the candles. You could use both of them because they're both tag locks to you. But in general, when you're thinking about what name to use for spell work, I would personally go with whatever name you feel embodies you. If that's
Retard. That's the name you should use in all your spells. Retard.
your legal name, then use that. If that is a name that you have chosen that you resonate with, that I personally believe is the best name to use for your spell work. Because ultimately, whatever embodies you is going to be the best tag lock for a spell to lock on to you. If you're doing—
Oh my god, dude. Hogwarts. What's this guy doing? What's this bro doing? Look at this bro with his Harry Potter glasses. What's he talking about? Let's see.
About transgender Aphrodite as I get ready to film today. Hi, my name is Aeon Ray, and I am the steward at Temple Hyacinthus. So the other day, I made a post on Tumblr, and in place of an ancient epithet to describe Aphrodite, I instead called her transgender Aphrodite. And I had somebody comment saying, transgender Aphrodite, I've never heard her described that way, where does that come from? And so I kind of wanted to explain why.
Yo, this guy's great at mansplaining, straight up. Yo, big W for this bro, mansplaining to us.
I call Aphrodite transgender Aphrodite, but I do want to preface that this is more of a contemporary interpretation as opposed to historical.
Imagine sitting around thinking this stuff is important while we all have jobs and we're trying to pay our bills and trying to figure out these people have time to sit around here making interpretations on Aphrodite.
Or academically attested. And also for reference, I do want to just say right out here that I'm definitely biased in this interpretation as a transgender non-binary person.
Dude,
so
you're not passing. That hairline is crazy. That hairline is nuts. You look like a high school gym teacher, yo, with Harry Potter glasses on. Insanity.
There are some myths and some historic accounts that state that Aphrodite is the daughter of Zeus and
Nobody cares.
Dion. I am not entirely sure how to pronounce her name. However, in Hesiod's Theogony and a few other historic and academic sources, her parentage isn't quite so simple. As some background, if this is a part of Greek mythology that you don't know, originally there was Uranus, or sometimes called Uranus, who was the sky god.
Oh, Uranus. Now you're talking about Uranus. Let's keep going. I'm going to fast forward this because this is the most boring shit I've seen on here all day.
Also comes across as very trans to me. And that is without even getting into
all right,
the
this is getting boring.
of
My boy, I got a note. Let's see what we got right here. Oh, no. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hold on.
Aphrodite and Hermes. A lesser-known god in the Hellenistic pantheon is a god named Hermaphroditos. Hermaphroditos is a combination of the names Hermes and Aphrodite, who are the parents of this god. Hermaphroditos is where we get the modern English word that really shouldn't be used except in very specific context.
All right, I'm losing brain cells. This is what this guy considers to be important. I have other things I got to do. I'm trying to fit in this live stream and get back to actually working, being a businessman and making moves out here. You know what I mean? Anyway, what's this? All right, what's this person talking about? Again, and you can almost immediately tell these people's mental state as soon as I see a picture of them.
Guys, when I talk about my work being catered towards women.
wanna go all the way back.
I am a trans-inclusive misandrist, guys. When I talk about my
she's admitting it. She's a misandrist. And you know what a misandrist is? A misandrist is somebody that hates men. When they say, hey, you're a misogynist. You're a misogynist because, you say something like women shouldn't vote, or, you know what I mean? Or, when you say things like women shouldn't vote, you call it a misogynist because apparently you hate women. This woman is actually admitting that she hates men, truly says, I am a misandrist. So she's admitting that she hates men, which is a huge part of witchcraft. Huge part of witchcraft.
Towards women and my clientele being mostly women. I'm talking about all women. Cis women, trans women, the dolls.
All women. All women. Even the dudes that just cosplay as women.
The gays, the queers, the bis, the pans, the femmes, the gender non-conforming, the butches, the masks, the studs, all women. Yes, all of them. If you identify as a woman, whether sometimes or all the time, then you're welcome. Like my content.
But what about if you just say I'm a dude? Then she hates you.
My work, my services are catered for you, to you. This is a ubiquitous, safe environment. Always has been. I am myself ubiquitous. I very much so am. I do not worship any male deities at all whatsoever. Like,
I guarantee. Maybe you should. Maybe you should. You'd be a lot cooler if you did.
I worship Mother Gaia. I work with Lady Hecate.
What?
And that's it. Like, I don't have any male deities at all. I will not worship.
Maybe that's the problem.
Man, sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. The performance of womanhood and femininity, because it is a performance, it is an identity that you take on, one that you embody, is a spectrum, like most other things. And I personally welcome the whole spectrum of womanhood, because I believe that that is where the source of all life is. Women are my religion. Women are my church. That is where I find holiness. That's what
Well, if you read the Bible, that's probably not where you're going to find holiness.
I find to be sacred. So if you're a woman, I don't care what it took for you to become that woman, or
it don't matter if you just woke up and you said, you know what, I feel like a woman today. I just feel.
What kind of woman?
Which is the most. That's actually misogynistic. The most misogynistic thing is as a man waking up and being like, you know what, I feel like a woman. That means I know all women's experiences, everything they go through. I'm just a woman now. That's pretty misogynistic.
Present or choose to live as or identify as or aspire to be. If you are a woman, then welcome. This page is for you. The coven that I founded on Patreon.
All right, I'm done with this. Again, dumb. All right, this is cool. LGBTQ and witchcraft.
So I really want to talk about this. This was a question that I got from someone inquiring about, like, is there something inherently gay about witchcraft?
Yes. Is there something inherently gay about witchcraft? Yes, witchcraft. That's right. That's there is something inherently gay about witchcraft, and we all know it. That's why we laugh at it. You know what I mean?
About magic. Why is...
One more time.
Okay, so I really want to talk about this. This was a question that I got from someone inquiring about, like, is there something inherently gay about witchcraft, about magic? Why is it that there are so many of our LGBTQ family members who identify as witches? Or
because it's gay. What do you mean? Why is there a bunch of LGBTQ people that practice witchcraft? Because it's gay. And why are there so many autistic people that practice witchcraft? Because it's retarded. That's why.
Who are in the craft community. I myself being one of these people. I think that
we couldn't tell. We couldn't tell with the voice. We took you. Yeah, we couldn't tell.
Good question. And I think that, like, if we look back through history, if we look through time, queer people, trans people, gay people.
No, we looked through time. There were no trans people until like 20 years ago. It was like cross-dressers before then. There weren't trans people 50 years ago. It wasn't a thing.
New, like, babes, we've been here for quite a long time. And if we look at especially like pre-Abrahamic societies. If we look at a lot of these pagan cultures, oftentimes a lot of the oracles were queer people.
That's pretty cool. So all these bros that's sitting out here like, I'm a pagan. It's like, nah, dude. All your oracles were transgender gays. Paganism is gay.
Were queer people.
They were. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with this, bro. I'll agree with this, bro. Paganism's always been gay too.
Type even of witch that, you know, has really gained a lot of popularity, and people are finding themselves identifying with that archetype. The witch has always been kind of associated with the taboo, the perverse, the infernal. And I think that queer people feel that association as well with their queer identities. So there's a connection there. I think that pretty much since the beginning of time, queer people have been very much connected to the divine. And I'm not saying that cis hetero people.
I don't know if that's true. There's since the very beginning, gay people have always been connected with like Satan. That's what he's saying. That's what bro's saying right now.
Not. I'm saying that the way that the divine is experienced from a queer perspective is a totally different experience, and it's something that is
like Baphomet. Like Baphomet, he's like androgynous. He has like both parts. So any picture referencing Baphomet, he has like male and women like body parts. So yeah, Satanism's always been gay. Paganism's always been gay. Witchcraft's always been gay. All of it throughout time.
Innately sacred, and something that I can't even fully like put into words to interpret for you. But it is something that has been noticed as a sacred thing. It really wasn't until, you know, Abrahamic religions and colonization basically started to attempt to eradicate it. And
yeah, big W for colonization and eradicating it. It's a big W.
Perverse that. So queer people and witchcraft do inherently go together, and there's no separating the two.
They do. One more time.
So
he said
I hope that answers
he said it here first. One more time.
And there's no separating the two. Queer people and witchcraft do inherently go together.
They do.
And
queer
there's
people
no
and witchcraft do go together.
Two.
Believe, bro.
So I hope that answers the question.
It answers the question.
Like, why LGBTQ and witchcraft, why are they so fused together? I believe that they kind of flow like rivers into each other.
Yep, I will agree. I will agree with my guy over here. What's this chick about? What's she doing?
Time being in front of the camera right now because I'm feeling really heavy dysphoria in my body and brain at the moment. However, I did receive this cool object, which is 321 pages full of words that I wrote. This is a novel called A Kind Voice in Hell. It's about a trans witch eating the rich by way of witchcraft.
I'm telling you, it's always just about like revenge and violence and like if these women had like power, it would be terrible. So glad that we live in a patriarchy and men are still kind of in control of things. Because if not, it would be terrible.
And bare knuckle boxing. This book is my love letter to disabled and trans and immunocompromised people saying, fuck the American healthcare system, let's take care of each other. It's available on May 25th. Pre-orders are linked in my bio. You can also
sold 3 books.
It on Goodreads to remember to buy it in paperback form. And anyway, I'll be talking about it a lot in the next month. Tell your friends.
No, I'm not going to tell my friends. Sorry. What's happening here?
The greatest ideas, and I can't find the person who made this comment. I don't know if it came in a message.
Trans candle in the hands of a witch for protection spells.
Or if it was a comment, but I can't find it anymore. And it's such a great idea. So much so that I want to go ahead and send 3 of the skull trans flag candles to some of our witch friends. Let's see some videos of.
Let's not see some videos of that. That's what is this? Oh, what is this?
Interesting to
queer and trans witches, but the way that magic has just been an important part of my transition and my journey with gender.
Yo, imagine is this this is the new this is the new HBO reboot of Harry Potter. This is the new person playing Harry Potter in the new HBO reboot.
I am coming up on my 1 year of being on T. It's Halloween 31st. That's when I started transitioning. And that's also when I got into a car accident, actually. October, 31st, 2021. Yeah, a lot of things happening that October. But this has been on my mind because I'm about to do my shop where I go to work. But
it's
you
can't make this shit up, man.
2 years before I actually started.
All right, I'm good. Let's next one. Let's go. Oh man, I'm gonna keep the music. I think this has the music in the background. Let's see what this.
Hi, my name's Robin. I'm a witch who works with demons, telling people about my practice, and people ask me about money spells pretty often, but there are a few specific demons that I think are super.
I would if this is his real voice. Like if you ever heard of the thing when these bros they get into like a car crash and they have they wake up, they use their normal voices. Like this is crazy. Like I wonder what his real voice is. Not this weird cosplay voice that he's making up. And he's trying to convince us is his real voice.
So what demons are sugar daddies?
So what demons are sugar daddies?
Hi, my name's Robin. I'm a witch who works with demons, telling people about my practice, and people ask me about money spells pretty often, but there are a few specific demons that I think are super good to work with if you're basically looking for a spiritual sugar daddy. First one I'm going to recommend is Asmodeus.
Asmodeus, he's one of the gay demons. He's the gay demon.
He isn't necessarily listed as having associations with treasures, but he's definitely like a powerhouse of a demon, often depicted as having 3 heads, and known as one of the highest ranking demons. I've just known him to open whatever you're looking for in the world, and he will make it happen. The next demon I have is Bathan, and he is specifically associated with treasures rocks
this guy's
and stones,
living in a Pokemon
so super
world.
Great for any crystal girlies out there. Then the last demon I have on my list is Gamagan.
Yeah, this is definitely on some Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon shit.
A really great sugar daddy would be the fact that he often stays with the person he's working with until they are completely satisfied.
Until they're dead.
Some of my exes could take some notes from him.
See, again, it's always some bitterness, hate. So what's this? Oh, these are witches that are hexing Donald Trump. This is what I'm gonna end with. I got a couple more. We're gonna wrap it up in a second, but let's keep going.
I know that's not what you want to hear. Please be nice to me. As I have been saying, it will be early as June, as late as August 2026. He will go violently.
So look, she's saying that she has power over Donald Trump now.
I know that's not what you want to hear. Please be nice to me. As I have been saying, it will be early as June, as late as August 2026. He will go violently. His eyes will be damaged severe when death is near. He will not go as a martyr. His legacy will be stained, but the universe needs more time to wash off as much of that Jesus complex as possible.
So not only that, if you put in WitchTok and Trump, it's just a bunch of women. They're hexing Trump, but they're just cursing him. It's pretty funny too.
Trial will be him not being able to hide his demise with everyone watching. I know you're like, how could the man be any more hated? But just wait. He exits the presidency and then he continues to make people hate him even more. And
I don't think this is working. The guy is literally a powerhouse. More people like him than ever before. What? It doesn't seem like your powers are working too much. You're fired from being a witch.
With him, his children will never be able to escape the stain they have been to society. The energy we are all feeling is him exiting the presidency this month. I'm referring to this weekend as 25A weekend. That's what we're all feeling. It's not time for death. Not yet. He doesn't die this month.
So again, delusion and anger and delusion. What's this? Look at this one. This looks like a sane one.
Apologizing for voting for Trump and them saying they're sorry and they realize their mistake. The thing I have a problem with that is they only realize it because it's affecting them. That is it. And this is the whole message that many of us have been saying who are on the camp of care about people, even if it's not affecting you. you care about other people and how it's affecting them, kind of realizing how bad things
your
are
eyes
because
are
now you
affecting
are
you,
having
you
to
know?
pay gas prices. I kept warning this all before any of this happened, that the South was going to get hit the most, because who do you think kids sign up for the military the most? It's the South, Midwest type people. I kept warning that he would do that to them.
She's a psychic.
Turn on them, not care about the fact that they don't have money, that this is how con people work. But now that everyone's like, oh, I'm sorry, I realize now that's because it's affecting you. That's it. So it's too late. Is this going to happen again when you go, hey, if this is going to be good for me and I don't care about someone else? If you don't
All right,
learn-
enough with this. I'm gonna keep going. Let's see. What's this? I'm a God-fearing woman. Can someone in WitchTok please hex Trump to get him impeached or worse? Huh. So loving.
Escucha las palabras de las brujas, los secretos escondidos en la noche.
It's just one of those. Okay. All right, we got about 4 more to go.
Konnichiwa.
Witches, we will all be hexing Trump as our form of political activism. It doesn't seem like it's working at all. Your hexes are pretty much not working. So
we all ain't Chinese. Konnichiwa is crazy.
Ladies.
All right, got a couple more.
WitchTok got a hold of the Trump supporting witches' chant that they were going to use tonight for the full moon magic. Oh, that would be such a shame. Oh gosh, I really hope they don't get a hold of this. You know,
So it's the pro-Trump witches versus the anti-Trump witches. So who's Voldemort in this? I guess Trump is like Voldemort to these people. They hate anything conservative, anything that's like good and objectively moral. They definitely hate that.
Hex to Trump, and it doesn't even matter if it's a hex, it could be also a protection spell. It doesn't matter, because the thing is that it's not going directly to Trump, it's going to his egregore. Any celebrity, any big idea, any big organization.
Does Trump have an egregore?
An egregore? What's an egregore?
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Can anyone create an egregore?
An egregore.
Wow. All right.
No, that must mean it's
That
real.
definitely explains what's happening with Trump and with
That's all they do. They just say they start spinning coins.
celebrities, and why it seems like when people do hexes and stuff on celebrities and big name people that nothing happens.
It's
What
because it's not real.
do you think, though? Do you think that this is true?
No,
Can
no.
people transmute both positive and negative energy into fuel to fuel their popularity?
Into their delusion. All right, what's the next one? This is the last one. We're gonna go. I don't know why it's moved over like this. Video capture. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. What are they talking about?
In our witch era, WitchTok, all that, we're here for it. Spells, the charms, the manifestation, we're here. We have arrived. It started coming more into popular culture in 2016 when Trump was first elected. And I remember seeing then various articles even between now and way back.
So again, she could be right. So with the rise of conservatism, and that would also mean that there's going to be a rise of angry women.
Back when, but I primarily started seeing them more in 2016. This idea, there's increases of witchcraft or paganism or return to indigenous roots and practices, because that's what it is. When there is more distrust in the establishment,
Just more anger.
and when forms of patriarchy
See, there it is.
try to control the ways we
That's what it's about. We hate men.
choose to connect to higher being or choose to heal ourselves or reproductive rights, because paganism and witchcraft is a
And witchcraft, and they're pro killing the unborn.
connect to power of self and power, like direct connection to the divine, minus having to go through various institutions, i.e. religious institutions, or reliance on government systems to care for women and women's bodies, or just general well-being, not just women, trans folks, queer folks, all types of folks. But the idea of power, individual power, specifically female femininity, divine feminine power being accessible. So given that, we're about to very likely see more systems of patriarchy and more systems of trying to have control over women and women's bodies.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Let's go.
the witchiness.
More of that. More of that.
Is going to be at a rise because that's how we can access power no matter what.
Well, enjoy, peeing in jars and using your menstrual fluid to try to get stuff going. Over here, we're on Keep It Based. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Until tomorrow, man, just remember that witchcraft is the most popular religion with young women in America today. Why is that? Because they hate men. That's pretty much what I've gathered. Not only do they hate men, they also love to play with their period blood, which is something that they love doing. And we all should know this. So when women in your life are like, what's your sign? Or do you want a reading? Just know they most likely play with their period blood, and it's pretty gross. So thank you guys so much for joining in. And I really appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you soon.
Let's keep it off the books. Not a secret. It's off the books.